All right, Black Power, we in the house, family. We in the house. The saga continues. The saga continues. Let me get my lighting together. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get my lighting together. The saga continues. Come on in. Wake up out your slumber, goddammit. Wake on up out your slumber. We in the house. Trying to develop this connection, this cosmic connection to the universe, family. We got powerful, videos tonight. I'm glad you're in here. I know some of you niggas might be watching the NBA championship, and that's all right. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? But the saga continues. We don't stop for nothing. Because after the goddamn game, nigga, the war's still on. So we don't pause for nothing. We keep banging out here 24/7, 365. For real. How we doing out there? Let the family come on in. Let the family come on in. Got a powerful video, couple videos. We ain't gonna be long, we're gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get this video, get this information popping. We've been doing the shades of divinity, the color spectrum of cosmic of cosmic consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? And we looking at, the color spectrum from the African perspective and not through the eyes of our oppressor. Because if we look through the eyes of our oppressor, then there's no way we could see our divinity. That's just hardcore facts. And so all this talking about, everybody is the same. That shit is just so untrue. And it's crippling. It's crippling. That is just a crippling, outright lie. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the way that where you subliminally is being programmed to let your guard down on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we've been dealing with this even when we deal with the sound bowls and all that, them damn sound bowl cartoons and shit. Color programming, all in that. You know what I'm saying? Where ignorance and laziness and all of that was programmed under the color of blackness. So anytime you see anything black, you associate it with evil, something negative. You understand? When you looking through the eyes of your oppressor who ain't even got no damn eyes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even got melanin in his pupil. So ain't no goddamn way he can see the world the way you see it. You understand what I'm saying? But again, we dealing with the programming of people. You understand? We talking about brainwashing, and one of the major aspects of brainwashing is color. You see, frequency, because and perception of color. You understand? Not just color, because you get bland definitions of what color is. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when we get to white, I'm gonna show you again how this man's hand is extending off into our consciousness, programming us. You understand? And even using our own people many times, to be the conduit of the brainwashing. You understand what I'm saying? And so we, they can, you let your guard down just because you see somebody black. But who were they taught by? Who were they educated by? Who were they miseducated by? You understand what I'm saying? That's very critical at this day and time. You know what I'm saying? Because a large part of brainwashing somebody, you understand what I'm saying, is the fact of not knowing you being brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you sit up there and watch some shit, just like when I was young, I used to watch horror flicks. And then, man, I used to have some of the worst fucking nightmares in the world. You know what I'm saying? Looking at that sick shit. That's programming. That's terrorism of the mind. Motherfucker can't even go to sleep. That evil shit is deep down in the mind. So, man, I used to, and I came to the understanding that as a young man, you know what I said to myself? I'm totally stopped watching horror shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I did, you know what I'm saying? I stopped having them kind of goddamn nightmares. You let the demon in. You let the demon in. You understand? Oh, this just no, it's not. Because the shit that they have today, and I will be dealing with that tomorrow, where I'll be dealing with the 5G and the frequency shit. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? The medium of how they giving it today. You understand? This is magic. See, motherfuckers don't understand when we talk about that's magic. When you're dealing with colors and you dealing with freak, that's magic. You know what I'm saying? So today, these motherfucking TVs is on a whole nother level. This 5G shit is on the whole. So when that shit hit the brain, that shit going down deep in the areas where you know the kind where it goes to the core of the addiction centers where you addicted to whatever it is on that that medium. If they giving it 5G or you on them goddamn high definition, you say, goddamn, I need to have that. And you think it's in many instances it's a luxury. But it's a double-edged sword because yes, it's a luxury. You get to see that shit. But the medium that the shit that they creating these TVs with, it's going deeper and deeper down into the consciousness. And turn that motherfucker on, is giving off all kind of frequencies. Wow, all throughout the goddamn house. And you don't even understand. You got Wi-Fi. That means you can walk anywhere in your motherfucking house and shit and get a connection. Then it's frequencies and energies that going all throughout the motherfucking house that you don't even see. So niggas think that's, but it's, and we don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And probably going without you even being connected. Because if your phone is connected to the motherfucker, it's still updating, that means the frequencies is through your motherfucking house 24/7. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't know what's on that medium. You don't know what's on that frequency. You understand what I'm saying? And they can adjust that frequency and, through, the manipulation of colors, frequencies, emotion. They study emotion. They watch the brain, you know what I'm saying? And watch the different frequencies inside the brain. And they've manipulated that shit. They know how when you're sad, when you're hyper, when you're happy, you understand all of that. They done studied emotions and connected it to frequency. So anytime they go on them motherfucking TVs, them telephones and this, that, and third, they can send out any kind of motherfucking frequency they want to get the projected emotion that they want from you. You understand what I'm saying? If they selling shit and shit, they know how to turn that shit where you happy and shit. And like I say, it's going to the back of the brain and to those centers of the brain that's where it deals with addiction. You understand? Where you addict and it make you move and shit. The pleasure centers. You understand what I'm saying? The addiction, which is the pleasure center, and that's what I'm talking about. Melanin is the conductor of all of that. You understand? They know that now. You know what I'm saying? So when they hit that, the melanin centers, you know what I'm saying? They hitting it with this artificial frequencies and artificial intelligence and shit, and it's doing something to the brain. And each time it do it is it's just like energy, erratic energy is fucking up the brain. And so over a period of time of them hitting that center and shit, you start to deteriorate. And many times, you know what I'm saying, you end up with these diseases like they got, like Parkinson's disease, because that's the area back there. We went over that. You know what I'm saying? The cyst Niger. You understand what I'm saying? I get it again, but that's the area of the back of the brain, and it's almost like the pineal gland, and it's heavily melanated. You know what I'm saying? A melanin center in the brain. And so melanin is one of the major building blocks of dopamine. You understand what I'm saying? And that's that, that addictive, cell, that those addictive cells, DNA in the brain, you know what I'm saying? That have you addicted to whatever. That's that pleasure center. And so they go right to it and shit. And that, you know what I'm saying? So You on them goddamn games and shit, and you can't get off the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They know how to you adjust frequencies on that motherfucker where it hitting that addiction center over and over and over until you cannot get off of it. Dope and all of that shit do go back to the, so dope and all that weed and all that shit hit black people different because we are enriched, you understand, with that melanin and shit. And so it hit us a lot different than it hit other people. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be most definitely careful, you know what I'm saying? Because we got the God genes. You understand what I'm saying? That shit go deep down, whatever, we affiliate ourselves with, it goes deep down into our very being. That's why when we do something, goddamn it, we do it to the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I talk about Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, not only but the ability to be able to rise to levels like that and dominate, the best of everybody on the planet, you is in effect going into the deepest aspect and you using melanin. Anytime you using any functions, movement functions, that's another part, the movement, how fast you are, how quick you see that ball, how you can, do all type without even thinking about it. The mind will adjust, in split seconds before thought. It'll be moving faster than thought. So that's why the shit that motherfuckers that could never think I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker do shit that they wouldn't even know they could do. You understand what I'm saying? But just the ability to want to be the best. And when and we talking about these power energy centers in our body. It's not just one, 2 or 3. When you cohesively, and we talking about the helix, we talking about the twin serpents. When we see the DNA, the helix is also symbolizing cohesiveness. Okay, it's not that we work each one; it's the You'll see in the Hindu chakras, and I showed that they Egyptian chakras. You will see the 7 chakras go down, but then the spine. See the spine, which is the serpent, the twin serpents. You understand? Intertwined, cohesive, bringing them together. And so when you get to working all of them energy centers and you cohesively working them together, just like, you know what I'm saying? I got geography, and then I get my history, then I got my science, then I got my divinity, my spirituality, then I got my Olmec, my Egyptian, I got my Naga Kushite. You understand what I'm saying? I got all my sciences and shit. And then I get to weaving them together and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cohesive display of lessons being taught. Motherfucker can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You're on a whole nother level. Nigga can hate. I went on my Facebook today, and how you go in, look at, how motherfucker tagging niggas in there hating and shit, but family was out there, most definitely taking up for the general. Niggas mad because, when you can beat a nigga, you beat him. A bitch nigga cry, a real nigga go on and put the work in. If you can out teach me, you understand what I'm saying? You got a greater mind than me, then display the teaching. Don't sit up on the internet like no bitch nigga crying about what another nigga do. See, that's lack of melanin. That's a lack of active melanin and understanding, the greater thing. Because when you got this working and you got that mind working and you got them energy centers cohesively working together, you ain't crying about shit, nigga. You operating, showing motherfuckers the power from within. You understand what I'm saying? So, we got to most definitely study the body and study our African cosmic connection, because we are children of the cosmos. We are children, and this is what our ancestors shown us time and time and time again. You understand what I'm saying? And as we intertwine all of this, the spirituality, the divinity, you got to intertwine, getting nice with them hands, and shit, and the militaristic, sciences and shit and all of that. So It's not just the intertwining of, it's the intertwining of the spirituality, the physicality, and the mental aspect. Defeating the motherfucker in the mind before you even, most motherfuckers, them masters, they defeat a motherfucker before they even step on the field, before they step on the court, before they step in the ring. They already, it's the art of war, it's the mental war that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the physicality. You got to study the physicality. We can't talk about revolution and all the nigga do is read. You got to do better than that. So it's an intertwining of all these power centers and these aspects of reality. Now, today we're going to be dealing with two colors, and we're going to be dealing with blue. We're going to be dealing with white. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I showed family that first and foremost, anytime you look at most colors, we as African people, we look at them from a cosmic positivity. You understand? Because when you look at all, it's too much greatness in the universe of all shades of divinity to attribute them to some negative act. So when you look at most of these colors, if you look them up on the internet, right, and you see you get blue, and I'm dealing with blue today. But then when you deal it from the European, blue is a state of depression. You see what I'm saying? Feeling blue Monday. You understand what I'm saying? It's a state of depression. Okay, so we just want to be clear about that. But this is not the understanding that our ancestors ever had. When you're green, that means you got the seed of jealousy and envy and shame in you. You understand what I'm saying? You're toxic. You understand what I'm saying? This is not the concept. Black being evil, you know what I'm saying? Negative. Black magic. I even hearing niggas say black magic. Nigga, that's the divine magic. You doing black magic, you doing the divine magic, nigga. You doing white magic, nigga. You ain't got no substance. You understand what I'm saying? You without substance, and we're gonna deal with that when we deal with white. So when we look, and so being that we are the two extremes on the planet, black and white, and they are white. You understand what I'm pink, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You understand? We the two extremes. That means the way we look at the world is gonna be totally the opposite. That's why we mortal enemy. You got enemy, but you got mortal enemy. And the mortal enemy is the one that seeks to destroy you when they wake up, when they go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? When you talk about the lion and the hyena, mortal enemies. So we are mortal, and we got other mortal enemies, but for the most part, it's been us against them against us. You know what I'm saying? There's been some in-betweens, but that one significant war of all wars is with this mortal enemy, the greatest of all mortal enemies. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at things, we look at them from a whole total different perspective. Okay, let me get this as we deal with blue. Now, even when I'm dealing with some of the Orishas, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I got a problem with some, and it's not with everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because some of our brothers and sisters know what it is, and they make the correction. Just like you got niggas in the ancient Egyptian studies, and nigga, you everything you got it from the white man who don't know what the fuck and you could tell and niggas ain't done no research outside of that. See, it's not enough to regurgitate. You understand what I'm saying? It's not enough to regurgitate. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do some real research to back it up. You know what I'm saying? And so anytime I do something, I brings the evidence. And if you don't see it the way I see it, that's okay. But I know that I'm heavy in the science, and that I wouldn't just up and just brain no information if it wasn't right and exact. You see what I'm saying? Let me get this on up here as we deal with this. We're dealing with the color blue, and then right after that, we dealing with white. Don't hurt feelings. Gonna hurt feelings. We're gonna hurt feelings. Yes, we is. You understand what I'm saying? We got one of our great goddesses, Mami Wata. You understand what I'm saying? You got some factions within the Voodoo that want to display the African goddess as being white. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, that's facts. Okay, let me go on and share my screen. Okay, so today we're going to be dealing with the color blue, the power of blue. Now, in most instances, when we're dealing with blue, you understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with either a sky deity, you're dealing with a sky deity, or you're dealing with a water deity. You understand what I'm saying? These are the two major aspects of the color blue. And then you even got what they call royal blue. You understand what I'm saying? To show you that it's royal. You understand what I'm saying? It's dealing with royalty. You know, and many of the other colors dealing with red is also royalty. You understand when you're dealing with red, because red is blood, and blood is what? Bloodline. Ain't no negativity in that. When you look at that, and when you look at red from the European aspect, you dealing with something that's burning his goddamn skin. So he got a total different perception of red and all the other colors. You understand? And then when you're dealing with red, you're dealing with yellow, you're dealing with orange. All of those are aspects of the sun. So when you get to yellow, they're going to say yellow means coward. You understand what I'm saying? And yellow is also the color of the lion. I don't want to get ahead of myself. And so you understand that lions are also yellow. And then is it ironic on the Wizard of Oz, the lion was the one who lacked, what did he lack? He wanted courage because he was a coward. He was a coward. So subliminally, they know what they're doing. They're taking one of our great animals of animal spirits of the most highest divinity and royalty, and then they didn't redefined it and reprogrammed people to make us think that, you understand, it means something cowardly. You see what I'm saying? You got to wake up. And anybody that just blandly mix all of the definitions together, they don't know what the fuck they doing. Okay? And if they don't separate it like I'm doing and show, oh, it mean, no, it don't mean coward. You understand what I'm saying? Yellow does not mean got any, that's from a total European's perspective. And blue do not mean, if you looking out at the water in the sky, wait a minute, the sky, even a blue mean rain to the white man. Okay, you talking about blue, it's a rainy day, it's a blue day, it's a rainy day. So that's depression. You know what I'm saying? It's a depressing state to them. But then when a motherfucker look out in the sky is blue, that means you could clearly see the sun. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful day to us. And the water blue, you understand? Because you got some nasty ass water out there. If the water is blue, that means it's clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's purity in respects of the color blue. So when you look right here, you see the great god Ptah. Now, like I said, I've shown Ptah black, I've shown Ptah green, I've shown Ptah to blue today. You understand what I'm saying? I've even seen him red. You understand? Where they use red jasper. You understand what I'm saying? And so, when we talk about the all in all, that's exactly what it means. So this is why we say shades of divinity, with black being the highest state of divinity. And then when you go into the east of Asia, you see the Naga Kushites. Buddha is nothing more than a reflection of Osar, Ptah. He's a reflection of those great Nile Valley gods that were taken into that area by the Naga Kushites, who came from Africa, came from the Nile, took that science there. So you see right here that blue is in respects of Ptah, showing Ptah is a sky deity. He is a sky deity. He is the creator of the gods, where Khnum was the creator of man. Ptah was the creator of the universe and all the gods and goddesses. Okay, so which means he resides in the heavens. And so this is why he was reflected as blue. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you look at the Buddha, you see right there reflecting that he's also a sky. Krishna are also sky deities. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is where we look, as far as heaven. You understand what I'm saying? It reflects that they are the supreme rulers of the heavens. You understand what I'm saying? Of the cosmos, of the star. Even stars are blue. Even planets are blue. So this is a reflection of the cosmos. Now, lapis lazuli, okay? Lapis lazuli, which is one of the profound stones of ancient Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? They use it highly and all. And so this is where you get your blue from. You understand what I'm saying? This was the profound stone. I got some on today. You know what I'm saying? I got my lapis on. You know what I'm saying? This was the profound stone of ancient Egypt that was most preferred when they were using the color blue. So if you ain't got you some lapis, go and get you some lapis. Blue connects you to the atmosphere. Blue is also the atmosphere. When you're dealing with oxygen, even though oxygen, well, I did use it in connection to green because the plants produce, oxygen, but we deal with the atmosphere and we dealing with the sky is blue. So blue is also connected to oxygen. It's also connected to oxygen. Now we're going to deal with both aspects. We're going to deal with the African. We're going to deal with the European. So you see that this royal blue, this lapis, you understand what I'm saying, is a very beautiful, beautiful stone. And see, when you got access to stones, profound stones, see, the European didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We understand the power and energy of these stones and what it do. That's why you see in all of our jewelry, you know what I'm saying? They know the energy and the power that is going to bring to you. It's going to connect you to the water. So when you call on the water spirits, when you call on the Mami Watas and the Yemiyas, and when you call on Happy, you understand the goddess of the Nile, all these deities, you make that connection. You understand? These is one, blue is also one of the aspects or the four elements of creation. When you're dealing with water, you're dealing with and atmosphere. You understand? You're dealing with water, you're dealing with atmosphere, you're dealing with fire, and you're dealing with earth. You understand what I'm saying? And everything in nature and creation is connected to those four elements of creation. So blue is very heavy in creation. You understand? You're dealing with creation when you're dealing with blue. And then you got the light blue, which a lot of people call turquoise. You understand what I'm saying? Turquoise, which was heavily used in, which is a light blue. You understand what I'm saying? Where you see much of, Egyptian artifacts were created with turquoise and lapis. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking, these is highly energetic stones. You understand what I'm saying? That connect you not just to the atmosphere, but to the earth. Because if it come out to earth, you understand what I'm saying? It also connects you to the earth. So a lot of these colors are interchangeable. You understand what I'm saying? No color standard, because many times you need color combinations. You understand? Just like when we talk about the green, you know what I'm saying? You put the seed down in what? The black earth. You understand what I'm saying? Then you need that blue water to fertilize. And then you need what? You need the red sun. So many times all of these colors are interconnected. This is what we are talking about, cohesiveness. You understand? No one color. Somebody talking about, I'm this Orisha, nigga. I'm all the Orishas. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the all in all. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lopsided in any aspect, you don't want to be lopsided. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the all in all. And I remember when I was young, my grandmother would give me turquoise. I didn't know what it was, at that I knew it was a sacred stone, you know what I'm saying? But she used to tell me about the Native Americans, that it was sacred with the Native, and that's all right. That's what she told me. And so I used to have turquoise when I was very, very young. So you see right here, the blue Kepera. And Kepera is also an aspect of the sky. You know what I'm saying? You will see the scarab or the Kepera pushing the sun disk through the sky. And so Kepera was the aspect of the early morning sun. You know what I'm saying? You got Kepera, and then you had Ra, you know what I'm saying, at the highest point, and then you had Atum, which is the night, sun, the sun when it's just about to set. And so when you go to Dendera and you look up into the ceiling of the sacred temple of Dendera, you look up there and you see the blue, you see the light blue, and you see the dark blue. You understand? Representing the sky. You understand what I'm saying? So when you put on that blue, you're making a true connection to the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you depressed. No, nigga, you is invigorated when you put this on. Now when you understand this is what your ancestors is showing you, they are programming you subliminally against your own divinity. You know what I'm saying? You see blue and you think down and this, that, and the third. So we are in a state of just total disconnection from our ancestors' consciousness. You know what I'm saying? That cosmic consciousness that our ancestors studied for over millions of years. Because we've been here over a million years. Don't let no motherfucker count your pockets. You know what I'm saying? And tell you how, if you let another nigga count your pockets, you're going to always come up short. So you can't let another man tell you how long we've been here. And so you see Osiris sitting on the throne in the middle, blue. So he's green, he's also blue, he's also black. He's the all in all. The only color I ain't never seen no Egyptian deity was white. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you see up there is the faded colors. You know what I'm saying? That's faded color. And many of them probably went up there and goddamn pulled it out the damn, the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So you can see a lot of the colors have been fake, or they went up there and purposely took them out. You see what I'm saying? So as we look at Dendera, we see the significance of the color blue. Now, another sacred symbol of Egypt, the lotus, the blue lotus. You understand? Very beautiful. You understand? Fragrances. And, when you understand the fragrance, that was one of the most profound fragrances of ancient Egypt, the lotus fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Made a lot of their perfumes with that. So you see right there the profound sacredness of one of their greatest symbols, which was the blue lotus. You see what I'm saying? And so in that, in the lotus is symbolic of rebirth, resurrection. You know what I'm saying? And I think the lotus closes up at night, and every morning when the sun rises, the lotus opens back up, which is symbolic of rebirth and renewal. And you see the center of that is yellow. You understand? Which is symbolic of what? The sun. You see what I'm saying? Symbolic of the sun. So when you're dealing with blue in the occult, you know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with witchcraft and you're dealing with the European, blue is symbolic mostly not for water and not for the sky. It's symbolic of ice, frigidness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with frigidness. Now, we even we knew the moon was blue too. You understand what we didn't see a blue moon. You understand what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with blue in the European perception, blue is symbolic of depression. It's symbolic of ice, frigidness. You understand what I'm saying? Cold and so on. And we're going to get into that further. And so you see here again, lapis. Just like when they talk about, I see it and I looked it up, and you see, if you go on other videos, they'll tell you in ancient Egypt, red meant evil. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, if red, and they use a shade of red to symbolically represent the Egyptian race. Now it's not, the normal red. It's the brown red because they got many different red. And so you see Ra is also red. And then you see that one of the most profound stones that the Egyptians used, to build with was red granite. Then you got the red pyramid. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, anybody with any type of comprehension would know that the red did not mean evil to no damn Egyptians when they using all the red, all their most sacred symbols and most sacred tombs and their most sacred statues and so on and so forth. Red granite is like the preferred stone of all stones in which the Egyptians built with. And that's got to be brought up. So when somebody sit up here and tell you that red meant, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You understand what I'm saying? In most aspects of the color spectrum, the ancient Africans had a positive understanding of what it meant. You understand what I'm saying? Most of what the negative aspects of what people are, speaking of is from the European perspective, which had no effect on the creation of ancient Egypt because them people wasn't even in existence at the time. You see, and so you see Happy, which is the god of the Nile River. You see, right? You see the green for vegetation. They turn that sacred knot of the two Niles. You understand what I'm saying? The white Nile and the blue Nile into a cohesiveness. You understand that we must exist together or we gonna die apart. You see what I'm saying? It's also symbolic of Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt at the same time, showing that we are united in our cause and in our Africanness. And so you see the blue, but you also see the green. You understand what I'm saying? Because you understand that it takes the water to grow the green, the vegetation, the herbs, the medicine. You understand? The harvest. So it's an interconnected cosmos. Let me make sure I'm on point here. I am. Okay. I am. I just want to look down. Again, Happy, showing you Happy. Let me bring that up a little bit. Some of them I just, as I was taking them, I should have blew them up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's also Happy. Let me see. Let me. And so once you understand the color spectrum of creation, you know what I'm saying? You understand the frequencies and you know what I'm saying? You can almost go across the whole African world and have a clear understanding of the frequency, the definitions of these these cosmic colors of the spectrum, the color spectrum of the cosmos. So you see right there, you see Happy, and he's always shown blue. Now that's Nefertum. You see what I'm saying? You see him blue. He's a sky deity, and you see he got a yellow face. And then you see right there the Alvo side. You see that lapis in there. You understand what I'm saying? So has nothing. So that's the all-seeing eye of God. And we understand that God is what? In many aspects, you got the sky, you got also the earth. God also exists in the earth. God also exists in vegetation. God exists in all elements, in all color spectrum of the whole color spectrum on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? And so you see here, again, we showing the lapis, that's lapis right there. You know what I'm saying? The variation of all the things. Now you're getting the light. You're getting the light blue. You got the dark blue. You got the light blue. You understand what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. That dark, that rich lapis. And you see the gold, which is symbolic of the sun. You understand? So you got the sky, and you look down there and you see what? You see them lotuses down there. You see them blue lotuses, which is what? Symbolic of what? Rebirth. What is Kepra? The early sun, the birth of the sun. You see what I'm saying? You see gold, which is yellow, is also a color of royalty. You understand what I'm saying? The lion is yellow. You see what I'm saying? And so we're talking about royalty. We're talking about the king now. And that right there is Shu, which is atmosphere. I dealt with that. So when we talk about the sky, we talk about Shu. You're talking about blue. Right there, you talking about the goddess, the hippopotamus goddess. You see what I'm saying, Sean? And what the hippopotamus? Water. Is that right? That's right. And you also see that lotus on the body too. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at this, and this is what you need to do: get you a notebook, if you got you a computer, start collecting anything. Have your different shades. You know what I'm saying? And as you move through your consciousness, just throw it in there. You know what I'm saying? Over a period of time, you're gonna collect a lot of divine, all the representations of all African color. I'm gonna continue to, because I know it's a lot more, but I know the basis of most of the colors. You know what I'm saying, and what they mean. And then we come into the you see right here, Ptah. You see what I'm saying? You see the gold and you see the blue. And then on the other one, you see the black. You understand what I'm saying? Because Ptah is also his primordial color, and most divine color is black. You understand what I'm saying? It's black, which means, because he is the creator of all the universe. And when you go out into the universe, you got to understand that almost 95% of all the universe is black energy and black matter. So our ancestors knew long before the white man's science. You understand what I'm saying? That, the universe is primarily made up of black energy and black matter. And then we got the black melanin, enriching all through our bodies from the core of our brain, showing that we are directly connected to the cosmos. So when people talking about black means evil, and damn near 95% of the whole damn universe is black. A motherfucker is truly in a world of hurt. Your feelings is hurt, motherfucker, when you can't accept reality for what it is. Now, let me come on down here, and I need to look at this. I need y'all to look at this, because I know we want to get on over the white, and it's some more we could look at over here. It's some more it ain't much. It's more we could look at. It's more we could look at. You see right there who that is. That's Autumn. That's Autumn Ra. You understand what I'm saying? We see because he's also a cosmic deity. That's beautiful. That's Shu. You understand? So you see the combination of the turquoise, and you see the combination of the lapis, which is two sacred stones that the Egyptians used when they created their jewelry and so on and so forth. You see one of our brothers. I don't know if that brother from Brazil, but Brazil is one of them countries, one of them with that deep, rich African heritage, and they use a lot of different colors. When you go into Africa, man, our people have on every damn color in the universe. You understand what I'm saying? They be having on the blues, the yellows, the reds, the greens, the purples, all and all in between. You see what I'm saying? And so we're going through, and you see here, we see segment blue. You understand what I'm saying? You see the combination, the light blue, and like I say, that's a beautiful day. When you look up out in that sky and you see, and if that sky is blue, all you're going to see is that blazing sun up there. You see what I'm saying? You're going to see that hawk, and that's why you see that hawk right behind her. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to see the fire of the Almighty God, Ra. So when you accept that blue And then also we know that in ancient Egypt, the war crown was blue. And that's symbolic of letting us know that we are children of the cosmos, that Pharaoh was the son of the sun, that he was of the son of Ptah. He's the physical representation of the cosmic deity. That's exactly what he is. And so even the princely lock, when you see somebody that got that lock, that means they one of the prince. And if I'm not mistaken, the one that's about to ascend the throne. You understand? It might be the crown prince. Okay, and you see right there, you see what's that? That's Krishna. That's Krishna right there. That's and that's Christ, the Naga Kushite Christ. And you see he's nothing but a representation of Heru and Osiris. You'll get the baby Krishna, you get just like Heru. You get the baby Heru, you get the adult Heru. And so that's significant. You get the baby Krishna, you get the adult Krishna. Okay, you see again right there, Ptah, with the lapis, with the turquoise blue. And then you got the cap crown. You got the cap crown. You see what back there? You see that's is that Heru? That might be Heru. That's Heru in the back. You understand what I'm saying? So the king, the Pharaoh was Heru. He was the ruling Heru. You understand what I'm saying? So again, when you put on that blue and understanding that Heru is the king of the sky. You understand what I'm saying? Flying through the sky, spreading his wings, symbolic of the sun. You see? Okay. And then see here, you get the light, you get the turquoise asa, you get the dark, you get the dark rich, the lapis. You get that lapis, and this right here is Krishna. And this right here is the backbone of Asa, also showing you that Asa is symbolic of the sun. He's also symbolic of the sun, just like Heru. When you talk about the resurrection of Heru, Heru is the sun being born again. Heru, Osiris is the reigning sun, but yet about to die. You understand what I'm saying? And he resurrected through his son. So it's many layers of the story. But Osiris and Heru is also symbolic of the death of the sun and the rebirth of the sun at the same time. And then you got the physical aspect where a man is resurrected through his children. You see what I'm saying? So you got many layers of that story, but the cohesive understanding, you know what I'm saying? So you're not lopsided. You know what I'm saying? And so you see right there, when you talk about the serpentine, cohesiveness, you understand when you see them intertwine, that's the cohesiveness of all of the centers. You understand what I'm saying? And this became the understanding of the DNA, because in your DNA, what is it? You got your mama and your daddy. You understand what I'm saying? That's the cohesive building block of who you are. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it means by the serpentine understanding. A lot of people use reptilian. I don't use reptilian. You understand what I'm saying? Our ancestors show the king cobra. They didn't show no damn. So I don't use that term reptilian. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit you could say for the European. You know what I'm saying? We are the Nagas. We're the divine Nagas. Everything that's reptilian ain't no goddamn divinity. You know what I'm saying? And so now let's look at the European aspect of it, because I can go on and on with that. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about, the European understanding of blue, you're talking about ice. You understand what I'm saying? Totally different. You're talking about a coldness, a frigidness. You understand what I'm saying? Right there. You see right there when it rains, they're depressed, they're blue. And that's why them motherfuckers up there like in Seattle, where it rained a lot. And and it's cloudy a lot. Them motherfuckers be in a depressive state and they commit suicide under that state. So for them, another symbolism of blue is suicide. Suicide. When you're dealing with the European, depression, suicide, down feeling. You understand what I'm saying? It has a exact opposite adverse effect on European that it have on black people. You understand what I'm saying? And when a motherfucker get blue and they get down, they get to taking them goddamn pills, get to cutting their motherfucking wrists and shit and this, that, and the third. And then right there, Mr. Freeze. You understand what I'm saying? They talking when you talking about freezing something. You understand what I'm saying? You talking about blizzard. You talking about a blizzard. You understand? From the European perspective, that's what it means. And right there again, you see, now look at that. That's one of our brothers, and he got that turquoise blue. My wife be getting on me because I had an A in there. You understand what I'm saying? And I be saying something else. You understand? But it's turquoise blue. And so you see right there what even today that matter of fact, let me take that. I'll come back because I got some more. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're looking at right there, you see how blue, you got the blue back there and the motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? Now to us, the skies is blue. You understand? That's a beautiful day. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when we talking about water, we talking about Yemiya, we talking about Mami Water. Now, when I get to white, I'm going to show you how they done desecrated Mami Water. You understand what I'm saying? They done desecrated Mami Water. So when you see blue, you talking about the goddess. You talking about the mermaid. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that Naga, because the Naga is also blue too, because the Naga is a water serpent. You understand what I'm saying? And so you seeing our connection to and when you're talking about the ocean, you're not just the water, but all the life within it. You know what I'm saying? That means we are connected to everything in the that's above and below. You see what I'm saying? That's why we deify so many of the the water elements. The hippopotamus, the Nile crocodile. You know what I'm saying? Even the fish. You know what I'm saying? We deify not just the water, but God's, the creators, divine animals that's in these elements. We also, deified and pay homage. So you see right here, blue, and the motherfucker got fuck you on the tape. You're in a depressive state. So you can see right here, the motherfucker putting a gun in his mouth. You see what I'm saying? You see right there, the motherfucker got the horns on there, putting the gun up to his head, suicidal. And here we got Mami Wata again, black with the blue. You understand? Showing that she's the goddess of the ocean. You understand that she can command the ocean. She can command the water. And understandably, the tides of the oceans is controlled by what? The moon, which is also sacred to the woman. You understand what I'm saying? The moon pulls on the tides of the ocean. And so again, you look at it and they put it in a dark, a dark time. So you got to understand, and that's probably the last one on the color blue. We'll be expanding on that again and again and again. This is just the first, the introduction of, the color spectrum. And as I, introduce, I got to get you to understand how our ancestors, look at these colors. You understand what they mean. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got to look at the opposite man, how he deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? And you cannot throw them all together. You understand? You cannot throw them all together. You understand what I'm saying? You're being programmed at that time. And like I say, a lot of brainwashing got to do with color. When they put a message up, they put a certain particular color behind it. Whether they trying to sell you some, whether they want you to feel negative about something, whether they want you to feel positive about something, they know how to play with them colors. So you got to know, what the color mean. And so when you know what the color mean and you know your definition, and don't mix them. When you hear certain information and you see the color, that is connected to you. Your mind start to register first and foremost to filter that shit to say, why did they put blue? I know what blue means. I know what it means. I know what red means. I know what yellow. I know what all these colors mean. So when motherfuckers put fuck information and different types of information, when you begin to filter it, you're filtering it not just on the information, but on the color. You understand? What are they trying to do to me? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is these motherfuckers trying to do with me? And so and then you got to understand that this is magic. This is magic. With colors, and you're dealing with magic. So just like they trying to put something on you, to put something on them. You see what I'm saying? And that's real motherfucking talk. When you throwing your magic, you understand what I'm saying? You putting your colors together. You understand how you sell? You might be in business. Colors mean a whole lot. You ain't trying, but you trying to reach your people. You understand what I'm saying? So certain colors gonna register certain frequency with people based on their perception. Now, if you gotta, your mind been heavily dosed in crackatosis, then you won't be able to see that. And so today we're in the process of detoxing people and teaching our people the true science behind the color, because this is the universe. It's so many things in the universe, and the majority of the universe is positive. You got negative out there, but the negative is also in many respects positive. That's just life, that just create. But when you're dealing with the Europeans' negativity, see, this is the thing we got to understand. All negatives is not equal. You understand what I'm saying? It's levels to negativity. You understand? Your negative and his negative is two different negatives. So that's real talk. You motherfuckers got to distinguish that. They negative and your negative is two different negatives. So when you sat down, that's science, that's mathematics, and you got to deal with it, and you got to have your scientists and your magicians that's going to specialize just in that. You understand what I'm saying? Just in that, to break that down. Understand the levels of negatives and positives. And you know what I'm saying? Just like, black is negative, when white is positive for them, even though it's absent of all substance. And motherfuckers talking this crazy shit. Talking about, white mean this, that, and the third. We're going to show you what it means in correlation to the African consciousness. Now, however it mean to you niggas say it mean purity and this, that, and the third, that when you putting on some clothes, but when it comes to your skin and all that, I never seen a white deity. You know what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with divinity, okay? You know what I'm saying? And again, in Africa, if you ain't got no melanin in your skin, you in a serious, serious state of hurt. So you better wake your ass up, okay? So family, I want to appreciate you for coming on out. Take your time, study. I'll be back. This is one of my mainstays. So when I come back, tightening shit up. We're gonna go up to stage 2, breaking through this shit. All that shit these wicked niggas done taught y'all out there with all this witchcraft and shit and all this dumb shit, mixing all the African god with these wicked ass. Man, y'all niggas is weak. Them fucking occult, boy, that was the CIA put them niggas on y'all. Straight up, I'm gonna do a video on that. All that occult shit and you niggas talking about all them silly ass niggas that's teaching y'all that shit. The CIA did a number on y'all niggas. Straight up, nigga. Y'all niggas need to detox and come back up the ladder. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Destroy and fucking rebuild. Get your motherfucking mind right. Let me go back to my chat room right quick, see how my family doing out there. Okay, family is in the house. I appreciate y'all coming out. Come on back. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do white. Please come on back. Please. So I can show y'all this shit. And then I'm going to be, is Donald Trump different than any other president? Y'all need to come on in for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to come in. Them going to be my 3 videos, and I'm going to be doing them every day. I'm going to be doing 3 to 5. If I do 5 videos, I'm going to be doing 3 early. Okay, I'm going to be doing 3 early. I probably start at 1, 2, 3, and then I come do the next 2 in the evening. You know what I'm saying? So stick with me because I'm about to put this work in. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put this work in, baby. And we tightening it up and we taking it to the next level. I'm gonna have a lot of help, help videos for you how to get your shit popping on all levels. And we're gonna build together as a nation, as a family. I'm with you, family. Just stay with me. All right. I'll see you in 5 minutes. This is the General Sarah Suten Seti saying, hey, be back in 5 minutes. I can say that one for the last video. Black Power.